Hello everybody, welcome to World Monologue Games. You are watching the 2022 regional finals and this is the youth category. We had 21 shows at the World Monologue Games regional finals this year across 6 different categories, and this is the third of 4 youth shows. It's also our 20th show for the regionals and our second last, so we're getting very close to the end of the regionals season. My name is Pete Malicki. I'm the creator of the games and your host. Tonight's show is Canada and South Africa. So the performers you're seeing are all aged 12 to 17 from that region, from those regions, I should say. A couple of things about the games. So you might see the same performer more than once because sometimes actors submit a few monologues and the judges like them and put them through multiple times. You do also sometimes see the same script being performed more than once because they can pick whatever they want, and yeah, sometimes that just lines up. As our viewers, you do get to vote and help select who is our viewer vote winner from this show and going through to the global finals from mid-November onwards. But I will come back on at the end of the show and explain a bit more about how that works. You can't vote until the show is over, and then you'll have 48 hours from the end of the broadcast to pick your favorites. If you would like to show us some love, please hit the like button or give us a subscription or leave a chat message or leave a comment if you're watching later. All of those things are great ways of helping with the algorithm, and the actors always appreciate the encouragement and support. There is often strong language and adult themes at World Monologue Games, even in the youth shows, so please do bear that in mind if you're sensitive to any particular topic or subject matter or language or anything. It may very well be in this show. I think that's about it from me, so I'm going to hand over to our performers now. I hope you enjoy watching the World Monologue Games 2022 Regional Finals Youth Category, Canada and South Africa.
No! That's just what they make you think. The real reason I'm in here is because they're afraid of me. What I can do. I can hear every single thing they say about me. When they write on a piece of paper, I can hear it. And their thoughts. I could hear their thoughts. God, their thoughts! They are so loud in my head. Everybody here fears me. But no one loves me. And you see, not being loved in a world like this, well, that can do some crazy things to you. So again, I'm not sick. I'm just a person who needed to be loved. But couldn't get it, so instead they went to Crazy Town. Or at least they don't have to care about what others think of them.
It was the shadow of the boy I saw first. His arms hanging over his body. The silhouette of his feet aimed up. Then I entered the room and saw his dead eyes open, staring unseeingly down at the pool of blood that dripped from his body. I made mental notes of where everything in the room was. Then I crossed over to him to cut him down. Just because he died abnormally did not mean that he has to sustain it in death. As we looked around the room, it's what we saw that got to the others. But it was the smell that got to me. It wasn't the usual odor of death you find on scenes like this. That mixture of blood and sweat strained over agonized muscles. No, this was more acrid, caustic, like acid. But worst of all, the stench made me afraid. You know, before scenes like this used to fill me with rage. A determination to catch the bloody bastard that did this. But now we're dealing with something more terrifying, more ugly than anything we've ever dealt with. I don't know how to describe it, but the word is evil. We're dealing with something inhumane. And that scares the hell out of me.
My friend died yesterday. She tied one end of rope on a hook hanging from her bedroom closet, and the other end around her neck. Then she kicked the chair out from under her. And then she died. We've been having counselors talk to us all day. They keep asking me how I feel. How I feel. What an idiotic question. I feel so angry at her for being so stupid. And I feel guilty. I called her a fat chick and everyone laughed. She killed herself the next day. I don't think that I'll ever forgive myself. I don't think that I ever should. My friend died yesterday. Her name was Sarah.
There are always days when you feel horrible. But what if it's every day? What if you never feel happy or excited about anything? Every single day you wake up feeling like you just want to disappear, sink into a cloud of nothing. Every single day you wake up putting on multiple outfits and hope one isn't too revealing, not too boring, or too basic. Because the standard people set for you are either high or low, and you have to meet the standard, or you have to go above and beyond to prove that you are something. You take a few minutes to decide how you're going to do your hair and how you're going to do your makeup, and if even want to do makeup. You hope and hope no one criticizes your hair or your clothes or your makeup. People can take one look at you and make a judgment that lasts a lifetime. Just one bad day can ruin your whole life.
Nkosi sikalele Afrika. Hy het hulle gesmeek. My pa het hulle gesoebat om sy kaart te vat, sy beursie, sy horlosie. Alles. En hulle tot sy lewe. Van stof tot stof en as tot as. My pa het sy lewe verloor in 'n motorkaping. En dit alles net vir sy blinkspogmotor. Die versekeringsmakelaar het gesê dat hy ekstra versekering moet uitneem. Want hierdie kar is heel bo aan die treflys. Hy het die radio verseker. Selfs sy sonbrille. Ek het dit alles gesien. Die stupid elektriese hek wat nie oopgaan. Papa moes uitklim om die hek op te maak. En toe skiet hulle hom. En ons oprit. Kan die kar en jaag weg. Die Here gee lewe. En die Here neem lewe. Simbamba mama se kindjie.
I swear by the Holy Gospel to speak the truth and nothing but the truth. Concerning the mission which has been entrusted to me by the King of Heaven. At home, they call me Jeanette, but here they call me Jean. I know not whether God loves or hates the English. But I know for certain that the English will be driven out of France. Except for those who die here. They told me you were fools, and I was not to trust your fine words. You promised me my life, but you lied. It is not bread or water I fear. I can live on bread. When have I ever asked for more? Bread has no sorrow for me, and water no affliction. But to shut me from the light, to chain my feet so that I can never again ride with the soldiers, to keep from me everything that brings me back to the love of God. Without these things, I cannot live. And by your wanting to take them away from me, I know that your counsel is of the devil, and that mine is of God.
God, I know people come to you when they need an answer. I guess that's why I'm here. I need an answer. Why did Ellie do it? Why was I so stupid to not suspect her? My life, it's basically ruined. I know, that's kind of a weird thing to say, since Ellie is dead now. But everyone was talking about me, laughing at me. They were making fun of me. Ellie helped pick me up that day. But that night, she posted on Instagram about how hilarious it all was. Am I allowed to be mad at her? I mean, she's my best friend. I loved her so much. But how can I watch as everybody honors her memory? I need to know. I need to know why she did it. Why did she do it?
Kom binne. Henny, jou loser, wat maak jy hier? Ek het nie geweet jy gaan oorkom nie. Gaan jy nou inkom of wat? Moenie so nervous wees nie. Kom in, my ma's gym toe. Ek weet, dis weird. Ou tannies van gym is weird. Imagine, jy is stok oud. Jy weet, soos 40 en jy gym. Eeuw, ek gril my morsstoot. En dan draai my nog heel tyd. Relax, gaan jy aan jou hand vat nie. Behalwe as jy wil. Ha, grappie. So, vertel nou, hoe was gymnastiek? Is jy reg vir die SOS? Obviously is jy. Is jou gewrig okay? Is jy okay na Saterdag se val? Ek's jammer, ek praat te veel. Ek sien jou nek skeef draai en jou gewrig hop soos 'n tennisbal. Die vet oom in die wit jas het jou toegegooi met 'n kombers want jy was koud. Die volgende dag was jy weer hier, terug by die skool. Ek wil nie ophou met jou te praat nie, want ek is bang. Ek is bang, jy klim uit my kop uit en ek sien jou nooit weer nie. Ek is so lief vir jou, Henny. Hoor jy? Ek is vrek lief vir jou.
You don't understand. Just because you have a PhD and a framed certificate on the wall doesn't magically make you know what I'm feeling. What a load of crap. You're just doing your job, making your money. You probably never cared about anyone in your life. Well, I do. I feel like I'm losing my mind every time I see a woman who slightly resembles her. I swear she's gonna turn around and it'll be her, alive. But it never is. I keep on waking up in the middle of the night, all drenched in sweat. Yesterday, I put my fist through the window. My mom is dead. And I can't even cry about it. Because if I do, it'll mean I accept she's gone forever. I can't do that. I won't do that. Can you understand? I can't let my mom be gone.
You know what? Actually, this works out better for me, you know. Why should I be mad? At least I said goodbye this time. I just wish I hadn't wasted my money buying this stupid present. You don't have to pity me. It ain't like I'm still 5 years old, asking my mom, when is Daddy coming home? Who needs him? He wasn't there to teach me how to shoot my first basket. But I learned, didn't I? And I got pretty damn good at it too. Didn't I, Uncle Phil? Got through my first date without him, right? Learned how to drive, learned how to shave, learned how to fight without him. Had 13 great birthdays without him. Never even sent me a damn card to To hell with him! I ain't need him then, and I don't need him now. You know what, Uncle Phil? I will get through school without him. I will get a great job without him. I will marry me a beautiful honey and have a whole bunch of kids. And I sure don't need him for that, because there ain't a damn thing he could ever teach me about how to love my kids! How come you don't want me, man?
Hi. Hello. I'm Mia. It stopped raining. I'm really no good at speech making. Normally I get so nervous that I run away or faint or sometimes even get sick. But you really didn't need to know that. But I'm not so afraid anymore. See, my father helped me. Earlier this evening, I had every intention of giving up my claim to the throne. And my mother helped me by telling me it was okay and by supporting me like she has for my entire life. But then I wondered, how would I feel after abdicating my role of Princess of Genovia? Would I feel sad? Or would I feel relieved? And then I realized how many stupid times a day I use the word I. And all I ever do is talk about myself. And how stupid is that there's like 7 other billion people on the planet and... Sorry, I'm going too fast. But then I thought, if I cared about the other 7 billion out there, instead of just me, that would probably be a much better use of my time. See, if I were Princess of Genovia, then my thoughts, and the thoughts of people much smarter than me, would be better heard. And maybe, just maybe, those thoughts would be turned into actions. So, this morning, when I woke up, I was Mia Thermopolis. But now, I choose to forevermore be Amelia Mignonette Thermopolis Rinaldi, Princess of Genovia.
I was slipping away. Life was leaving me. But I wasn't afraid. There was something that I was meant to do. Somewhere that I was meant to be. And I was in the great blue horizon between heaven and earth. The days were unchanging. And every night, I dreamt the same dream. Smell of damp earth. The scream that no one heard. I would hear them calling, the voices of the dead. I wanted to follow them so I could find a way out, but they kept on leading me back to that same door. And I was afraid. I knew that if I went back in there, I might never come back out again. Nobody notices when we leave. Or when we choose to. At best, you might feel a whisper, or a wave of a whisper. My name is Salmon, like the fish. I was 14 years old when I was murdered on December 6, 1973. I was here for a moment, and then I was gone.
When
I was 6 or 7. He always brought me home a little surprise, like a Hershey or a top. He'd tell me to get it in his coat pocket. So I'd run to the closet and put my hand in. And it felt as big as a tent. I wanted to crawl in there and go to sleep. And there were all these terrific things in there, like juicy fruity gums and spearmint lifesavers and bits of cellophane and crumbled pieces of tobacco and movie stubs and nickels and pennies and rubber bands and paper clips and his grey suede gloves that he wore in the winter time. Then I found his coat in Mom's closet and I put my hand in the pocket. And everything was gone. It was empty and dry cleaned and it felt cold. And that's when I knew he was really dead.
You asked me how things are going at school. Well, they're going bad, man. I don't have any friends. My teachers are all bored and barely try. The older kids pick on me. Like, constantly. Every day some nasty prick whose daddy doesn't love him throws rocks or food or insults or whatever at me. I'm disappointed every time I wake up without a runny nose or tummy ache because I can't stay home and stare at the ceiling all day. You know the worst part? I can't even pretend like I'm going to be better than any of these losers. You know those stories where the downtrodden kid turns into the doctor, superstar lawyer, and shows everyone who didn't believe in them what's what? Well, Mom, I have a C average. I'm not even smart enough to rise above the other turds I'm floating next to. I'm not saying this because I want your help or pity. I'm saying this because I want you to know that I really don't have a great deal to be happy about. I know you and Dad aren't doing so well. I know it. It's in your eyes, Mom. You're not looking at us over dinner, you're staring at a fantasy. I know you're not happy, Mom, but I need you in my life. Maybe you don't feel like you're doing much for the family because of the way Dad treats you, but you are, Mom. You are. Without you, I don't even want to think about it. You're the only thing that's good in my life. Please stay.
Okay, that was our show. Huge congratulations to the performers. Well done. Great stuff. It's great to see so much young talent in this youth category. Yeah, just really incredible. Some very, very strong young actors. And now what you guys get to do, if you so please, is help select who goes through to the global finals. So we will be putting 5 of these performers from this show through to the globals, including the viewer vote winner. So I have just saved a change to the description of this video, and now there is now a link to a voting form. If you're watching live, you'll have to refresh the screen. And you can jump on over the next 48 hours only and select your 2 favorite performers. And whoever has the most votes wins the viewer vote and goes through to the global finals. We do have one last show in the regional finals and one last show in the youth category. That is tomorrow at 8 p.m. Sydney time, AEDT. So please tune in to catch the final show of the regionals. The global finals start in mid-November. And we also have a film festival if you're interested in a fun challenge. It will be on May next year, but we have submissions currently open for World Monologue Film Festival. There's a lot of information in the description of this video, so click the little down arrow or the show more button and you can check out all of the links there, including the voting form. That's all from me. Thanks very much for tuning in and see you soon. Ciao.